Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Professor Oleander, and we are in Train Simulator 2015. And the reason why we're in Train Simulator 2015 and not Run 8 is because there is a special announcement that I wanted to make in conjunction with some announcements that were made earlier today. And we'll talk about those in just a minute, but right now we have a locomotive in front of us. It's a GS4. This is the Daylight. It is a DLC that you can get. Not too shabby of a locomotive. I don't particularly care for the cab controls, but I don't remember when this came out. It's been a couple years now, but not too bad. I happen to prefer the one that was in Microsoft Train Simulator a little bit better, but that's neither here nor there. So let's get this puppy rolling, and then we'll talk about the announcement that came out today. Put the reverser all the way forward. Cylinder cocks here. And two poots on the poot. And open the throttle. And then we'll knock off the brake. Actually, I put too much brake on. I thought I only had it down to just an application, but that's alright. We'll just reset them here. Just a second. And we'll start rolling. A little more. A little more. The first choof helps to turn the headlight on so people can see us. Next, for a second, the headlight didn't come all the way on, or did it? There we go. That's what we wanted. I was waiting for the Mars light to come on. Come on. More. So you may have noticed that there's no steam coming out of the cylinder cocks. That's sort of a downer, but it is what it is. Sounds like the chuffing sounds are a actual recording. So, now that we're rolling, let's talk about the announcement that came out this morning. For those of you that have been keeping up with the steam excursions and modern-day steam locomotives that are running, the Fire Up 611 campaign came out this morning, and they announced that the 611 will be leaving the shop in Spencer, headed for Roanoke on May the 30th. So that's sort of a big milestone. It's actually going to happen. They're going to get it out into excursion circuits, and it's going to be pulling passenger trains, which is very, very cool. I'm planning on trying to go up to Spencer at the end of May. I want to see it when it comes out of the shop. I know several of the guys that are up there working on it. I might be able to get up close to it. If I do, I'll try and shoot some videos and get them put it up on the channel. But definitely a very, very cool announcement. I'm kind of excited about it. Glad that it's actually coming together. I was really excited to hear that getting restored. So been looking forward to it for a while now. In addition to the announcement of the 611, 765 crew have announced their excursion schedule for the summer, and also the Southern 4501 has announced their schedule. So it's going to be a very big year for Steam. Haven't got the highball yet, but start working up to it. It's on the roof. And I've run this locomotive one other time, and I think I've got it down to a science now. I know about where this engine wants to run. It's usually between 250 and 270 pounds on your steam chest pressure here. Just got to keep an eye on the water. And off we go. I gotta say, it's got a nice sound to it. I always thought this was sort of a cool shot. But yeah, there's quite much detail on this engine. I still prefer the one that's in MSTS a little bit better, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not running MSTS, we're running Train Simulator 2015. Another shot that I really like is this one. Something about like that right there, where we're in between the tracks, looking up at the engine. I always thought this one's a cool one. I wish somebody would kind of go through and revamp this one, but that's alright. Right there. This is another cool one right here. Side profile shot. But you know, the more I mess around with this locomotive, the more I like it. And the steam locomotive that I worked on, this is about what you would look for in terms of stack when you're working. You know, it's black, but you can still see through it. Even though that's just particle effects in the game, but that's about what we were looking for. It's black, but it's still transparent. Or it's dark, but it's still transparent. You know, some of the cons that I don't like is you can't see out of the cab. You know, that window is only so big and you got all this stuff. If the camera was sitting over here where you could actually see out the window, it would make it worthwhile, but you have to do the extra review, so that's a knock against it, but not bad. So yeah, it's going to be a really interesting year in terms of steam locomotives that are going to be running. 4501 is going to be out and about. I haven't heard anything on the 630. 765, obviously, they're always running. But the big one this year is going to be the Queen. Got to cross it here. And I gotta say, I I think that is a synthesized whistle. If it is, it sounds damn good. If it's not, if it's a recording, it's not bad. But like I was saying just a little bit ago, the more I run this locomotive, I think the more I like it. But yeah, it's going to be a really cool year for Steam. I'm hoping I get a chance to ride one of the trains that the 611 will be pulling. So far, they've only announced the schedule till about July 4th. The rest of the year is still sort of up in the air. I'm sure that's going to change as time goes on. There was a lot of uncertainty about that engine. There were rumors that were floating around that it was only going to make one trip, but I'm glad to see that they've actually got a schedule and that it's actually going to come together. From what I saw, it's only going to be running on the Pocahontas division for right now with the Norfolk Southern, which is up in Virginia. It's going to be interesting to see where all they take it. I'm sure it's going to eventually end up running the old N&W routes and what's left of the N&W and some of the southern stuff. That engine usually stayed on the East Coast. I don't think it ever went out west. But it would be nice to see, this engine, the 4449 and the 611 together, and that Santa Fe that's out west, whose number escapes me. Of course, Union Pacific doesn't have any operable steam locomotives right now, so they can't come to the party. Sorry. Also, there's been I won't say a fair amount of controversy behind the UP steam program, but I think they've bitten off more than they can chew. That's my own personal opinion, because the big boy is a big locomotive, hence the name Big Boy. I think it's going to be a bit more of an undertaking, and not necessarily just the undertaking of it. I mean, that's going to be a lot of upkeep, because that's a big damn locomotive. And I know roughly what some of the mainline steamers that are out there today cost to operate. And I mean, you can just go up exponentially as to what the cost is going to cost, what it's going to take to keep the big boy up and running. Because running a steam locomotive is not cheap. That's why the railroads don't run them anymore, because there's quite a bit of labor in them. It's not necessarily the fact that they're just expensive to operate in general. It's one, the railroads had a bad tendency to overload them, so they would wear them out. And two, it usually takes quite a few people to keep one of these things up and going. Preventative maintenance actually costs you more than the maintenance of a locomotive. It's actually running fairly well. I'm quite surprised, because it took me a while to get the hang of it. I think we're going to be able to hit Amtrak speeds here in a minute. We're running over flat. Let's show you that. And for those of you that are wondering, yes, steam locomotives do buck this bad. They do rock a lot. A friend of mine described it as being on top of an unbridled horse. Just kind of, you're there for the ride, because the locomotive's going to do what it wants to. Steam locomotives tend to have a temper. That's why the men, if they named them, they would name them women's names, or they would refer to them in the feminine, mainly so they would treat them right. Sort of the same mentality that comes from sailors and ships, things like that. You got to take care of them. You can't just go out there and just beat the hell out of them and expect them to do what you want them to do. You got to take care of them. You got to treat them right. You got to listen to them whenever they talk, whenever they're telling you something's wrong. And they have good days and bad days. Everything could be going just swimmingly. You have perfect runs, and then all of a sudden it just decides it doesn't want to do what you want it to do. And next thing you know, you're pulling your hair out. We're running into a water situation here. Get some water into this boiler, and it's not wanting to go. About half a glass. It'll be alright. I want to run it out. We're losing a little bit of speed here, but that's alright. I don't want to go up too much because then we're going to start. Well, let's see if I can finesse this thing. I can use this. There we go. About right there. We're running on the edge. Coax a little bit more speed out of this thing. Yeah, steamers are cool, and I highly recommend, if you get a chance this summer to see one of the locomotives that we've been talking about, I highly encourage you to do so. If I personally have never had the opportunity to get near a big engine that's going under steam. I've worked around smaller ones, but something like this one, or the J, or the 765, or the 4501, I just haven't had an opportunity yet to get around them because a lot of them weren't running when I was a kid. The steam, most of the steam program for NS went out of service in 1995. That was when the J got pulled out of service. And, it's been 20 years since the J ran. So it's really exciting to see that it's going to run now. Of course, 765, it's been running for years. Now, I'm starting to get worried because I can't get the boiler to fill back up. And I can't help but think I have a valve that is not open. That's it right there. Let's see if the water goes up. But I've got the feed water pump is open. And I don't know, let's see. Get this thing over 70 miles an hour. I've got several recordings that were done by Winston Link, and it's quite impressive to hear some of those old locomotives working, the A's and the Y6s pulling coal trains over Blue Ridge, and something very hypnotic about it. Norfolk Western had something called time freights, and that's what the A-class locomotives were built for. They were freight locomotives. Hey, look, whirlwind. Or is that supposed to be birds? I guess it's supposed to be birds. But they had what was known as time freights, and the A-classes were built for them as freight locomotives that were able to go, 70, 80 mile an hour. Well, maybe not quite that fast. I know they could go over 60 with a huge train. And there's one particular recording that he has. I think it's on the Sounds of Steam, Volume 5 and 6. Or Volume 5, I should say. And it starts out, he's on the top of a caboose riding behind one of the A's on a time freight manifest, and they're starting up the grade of Blue Ridge, and the train is overloaded. It's already overloaded to begin with, and they had to stop and pick up 12 cars or something like that, and then they start working up Blue Ridge, and the thing starts out pretty good, then it starts slipping, and the engineer's able to catch it. You can tell he's slowed down quite a bit, and really all you can do at that point is just hope it holds. But he opens the throttle back up and he's trying to hold it, just giving it all it can take until without slipping, and make sure the water's coming back. The water is not coming back. I know we're not using that much steam. But before we run out of steam here, or before we run out of water, but yeah, they're going up the grade, and the engine's working, and it's kind of set into its own little rhythm, and then goes on a little bit further, and the next thing you know, the chuffs start getting louder and louder and louder, and then it starts pounding. It's just chuff, 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 and then it breaks loose. And I mean, it's one of those eerie breaks loose. It's like the drivers went from going 10 miles an hour to well over 100 miles an hour. And I mean, it's sort of an eerie feeling. If you've ever worked on one, you know when you're in trouble when you hear that happen. But it broke loose. He tried to catch it one time and then tried to start again, and it broke loose again, and he just locked it down. And they had to go out and call for a pusher, which NW was pretty good about having pushers staged at the base of the grades. And there we go, we ran out of water. I don't know how to put water in this thing, but yeah, NW had pushers staged at the base of the mountains, just in case a train stalled. They would go up there and catch them. So, I'll have to read up on this thing about how to get water into it, because that shouldn't have happened. I don't know why we had wheel slippage. Signal passive danger. Yeah, I did run that one red, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's the announcements for today. The J is going to be coming out May 30th. If you get a chance to see it, I highly recommend it. It's going to be running all through Virginia in June and July, and then after that, they haven't announced the schedule, but I got a feeling it's going to be going out of state. So if you get a chance to see that locomotive and you're into steam or into trains in general, it is worth seeing. And like I said, I will probably be up there in Spencer, and I'll try and get some videos if I go. Oh, dispatcher's told me. So yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you don't mind putting up with my rambling for a bit. I have a couple of videos that are in the stages of. I've actually been trying to record in my off time and get them uploaded. I've got some videos in the library now that I can actually start uploading to YouTube. So expect to see more videos coming out fairly regularly. And I haven't forgotten about the other channel. I've got some SFM videos that I'm going to make too. So be looking for those. Anyway, that's it for this one. So take care, guys, and I will see you next time.